The National Transport Movement insists it's a peaceful organization that does not resort to violence. It was commenting on the murder of Chris Nkosi from the South African Transport and Allied Workers Union, that's Satawu. The movement denies any rivalry with Satawu, but Satawu's General Secretary Zenzo Mahlangu has said since the NTM's formation, his members have been living in fear. He's now joining us in the studio to discuss this further. Good morning, Mr. Mahlangu, and thank you very much for coming in.
Morning. Thanks a lot for inviting me.
Let's start there. Chris Nkosi's killing. Do you think the movement has got something to do with it?
Well, like I said yesterday, I wouldn't really want to point fingers at any particular person. We said, no, what we should do is indeed to allow the police, law enforcement agents to do their job to the latter, and we hope they will indeed make an arrest soon. Let me say there are a lot of issues on play.
Okay, before you tell us those lot of issues, just briefly, when the Chris Nkosi killing happened, the word assassination was used initially, and particularly from your side of things. Was it based on some evidence that it could have been a hit?
I was at the scene. I saw what happened. I saw Chris lying on the road. Definitely it was a hit. 5 bullets emptied on him. And you could see that whoever did it with a lot of planning. Cartridges picked up. We could not really find much except that whoever did that, he was in a BMW, or she was in a silver grey BMW, seen by paramedics who were passing by.
So that's why you're hoping the police can get to the bottom of this as soon as possible?
We think they will get it to this now, as soon as possible.
Now, on the same night, a home of another of your officials was attacked as well.
Yes.
Do you think these incidents are related?
They could be related. They could not be related. You see, I've learned in life that sometimes it's always not good as a leader to begin to speculate prior to the investigations. Investigations might indicate something else, but they could be, they could not be.
Okay, let's just, for the sake of our viewers to get an understanding, Satawu, your union, who do you represent?
Very important question. We represent very strategic kind of industries in the economy. Your transport, your Transnet, your SAA, road freight, movement of goods, security, cleaning, which means anybody who wants to really deal with the issue of working class and use it as a force to spring up possibly a political party we've seen in other countries, cannot do without Satawu, cannot do without NUM in the mining sector. So indeed, it's a very strategic. We are seeing a lot of unions. Some of them were part of COSATU by then, have extended their scope, and a number of them trying to get their membership in the industry.
In the transport industry. Do you think this is leading to the rivalry that might be, or the tensions, or the attacks against your union? Obviously,
tensions are there. They have always been there. We have seen at some point at the port of Ngqura there were tensions. We have seen at the SA there were tensions. We have seen in Prasa there were tensions. So there are tensions, basically, because of rivalry in the unions.
Is the National Transport Movement your biggest rivalry currently in that sector?
No, it's not. It's simple at the SAA, it's not.
Okay. Now, COSATU, things have not been going well in COSATU recently, we know. I mean, recently the General Secretary Johannesburg was fired. We know all the problems of COSATU and affiliates not attending meetings of the Central Executive Committee. Is it possible that what's playing out in COSATU is also affecting your union because you are an affiliate of the Federation?
We are an affiliate that has, it's said to be amongst those who actually championed the removal or the firing of Comrade Vavi. So that possibility does exist.
Did you champion the firing of Zwelinzima Vavi?
We didn't. We didn't champion anything. We're part of the process that thoroughly discussed the issues. So it's a bit unfair. But I'm saying it could play into this thing because I hear already there are comments of those who are no longer part of COSATU and those who are no longer part of the family commenting about the Satawu issue, which I think it then shows that there is a lot of interest in a wrong or in a rightful way about the happenings of COSATU and ourselves.
So we need to finish the interview now. Are you scared for your life?
Definitely, anybody can be scared, but in the life that we are in or the work that we do, sometimes death is imminent. and we cannot be scared. But the only thing that scares is if it escalates to the small ones, the families, like it happened in my case in 2012. 5 people descending at my home with 6 guns and extra one. Fortunately, they were arrested on spot, but if it goes that way, it's quite scary.